Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about Christian Horner and Oscar Piastri. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on X at James's Pit Lane, I'll leave a link in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. So let's start with Christian Horner, and as we know, he was sacked as the team principal and chief executive of Red Bull Racing in July. Now when you look back at the first half of the season, Red Bull did not look in the title fight at all. I mean, Max Verstappen, he picked up a couple of wins in the first half of the season, but overall he could not compete with the McLarens. McLaren were just on another level. And it meant that Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris looked to be locked in a two-way battle for the driver's title at the halfway stage of the season. I mean, following the Dutch Grand Prix at the end of August, Verstappen was over 100 points behind in the standings. But since then, Verstappen has gone on to win 5 of 8 races and has brought himself firmly into title contention and has even overtaken Oscar Piastri in the standings. And going in to the last race of the season this weekend in Abu Dhabi, Lando Norris is currently 12 points ahead of Verstappen and Piastri is 16 points behind Norris. And now Sky Sports F1 have shared a clip where pundit Ted Kravitz explained all the way back in May, around the time of the Spanish Grand Prix, that Horner's cunning plan was to keep Verstappen just within touching distance of the two McLaren drivers and hope that they both folded under the pressure of their first real title battle. Now in the clip, Kravitz said, pre-Spain, you know what Red Bull's cunning plan was, don't you? Christian Horner pretty much said this: we're just going to keep Max in touch with Oscar and Lando until basically Singapore. When the pressure really ramps up on those last few flyaway races, Max has been there, done that, seasoned campaigner, won 4 in a row. He'll know how to handle the championship pressure when it gets tasty, and young Oscar and Lando won't know what's hit them. That was their cunning plan, and at the time Piastri simply smiled and said, okay, let's see how it works out. And well, it turns out Horner was pretty much correct. I mean, there have just been so many errors in the second half of the season. There have been team errors such as the double disqualification in Las Vegas and McLaren getting the strategy wrong for both their cars in Qatar, costing them a race win. Then in terms of the drivers, you had Norris and Piastri making lots of mistakes in Baku and barely picking up any points in that race. You had Piastri well off the pace in Austin and Mexico. You had the two drivers crashing in the Austin sprint race. So yeah, quite unbelievable that Horner's plan actually turned out to happen. And as I say, we go into the last race of the season with the two McLaren drivers and Verstappen still with a chance of winning the title. Now, given Norris leads the drivers' standings by 12 points, if he finishes on the podium, he will be world champion no matter what his two title rivals do. However, there are scenarios where he may need the help of Piastri. I mean, for example, if Max Verstappen is winning, you've got George Russell in P2, Oscar Piastri in P3. If Norris is in P4, he does not win the title in that scenario if Max Verstappen wins. So do you get Piastri playing the team game, which would cost him his title chances? While McLaren team principal Andrea Stella says talks will be held with Norris and Piastri over the possibility of team orders in Abu Dhabi, with Stella saying, as quoted by Sky F1, I think whatever call we make in terms of using the collaboration of our drivers will have to follow some of our fundamental principles which are foundational to our approach. We want to be fair to our drivers, we want to race with integrity, and we want to race in a way that doesn't surprise our drivers. So before Abu Dhabi, there will be further conversation with Lando and Oscar. We will confirm our racing approach, but certainly what I can say is that if any of the drivers is in condition to pursue the quest to win the title, then we will respect this. There will be no call which excludes the other driver when the other driver is in condition to win. So we will see what scenario will unfold, but definitely what I can say is that there will be conversations and there will be a way of going racing which is united between the team and the drivers, like we have always done. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.